A lot of times I'm driving, there's nothing to do, and I shuffle through the radio before I unglue. There's a lot of red on ways, it's traffic, I'm screwed, and I'm wired a bit different than a regular dude. It's not a bad thing, I embrace it, it's true. The radio don't stimulate brain chemistry fluid. The Buddha found nirvana and the Four Noble Truths. Through a meditative process, right action he proved. For me, I require the use of a tool, a detector, pin, pointer, shovel, and beach scoop. I'm meant to work the dirt with my history crew, but everywhere I look, my interest taboo. Most people choose Bieber over Tippecanoe. What does a detectorist listen to when the radio is full of bad music and news? I need an alternative for me to peruse. Beyond Sight and Sound gets fantastic reviews. A metal detecting show where my thought bubble brews. Thank you, Josh Kimmel, for inviting me to a detecting dork out with guests like yours truly.
Are you looking for a high-quality beach and sand scoop? Are you trying to take your hunting to the extreme? How about an American-based company that stands behind their product and everything they sell? Then check out our friends over at XTREME Scoops. John has been making scoops for some time now and makes a quality beach and sand scoop to take your hunting to the next level. XTREME Scoops recently released their new sand shredder that works great in the water and on the beach. And if you're a new Equinox user, you may want to check out his Surfmaster X3 that can trap those small targets you new Equinox users are finding out there. XTREME Scoop's company approach is let's do it right. So do it right, buy it once, and go to the extreme. XTREMEScoops.com. That's XTREME scoops.com.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right. We're back and we're live once again. You are listening to Beyond Sight and Sound, metal detecting and treasure hunting radio for all the really cool digging people out there. And as I look into the chat, I see that, oh, man, you guys and gals are already all fired up. You are definitely all fired up. I see, that's almost worth tuning into every episode just to see what Mark's gonna name himself for that episode. Sponge Mark this time. Nice. Anyway, as the music was rolling, we were trying to somewhat follow the chat to see what was going on, what everybody was chatting about already, but, yeah. You guys, there was no way I was able to keep up. No way I was able to keep up at all. Pat is in. Welcome aboard. Nice find that Sue made this afternoon, by the way. If people have not seen that post, I'm sure that they can find it. Pat made the post, I believe, over in Detect America, probably American Metal Detectorists and Relic Recoverists, maybe even his timeline. Very interesting find. Novelty, but that does not mean it's any less cool. I mean, sometimes it's the oddball stuff like that is really cool to find. Really cool to find. Somewhere I've got a Confederate $50 that that's kind of like that. Either way, we're back. We're live. Well, you're all back. You're all live. I'm back. I'm still recovering. I'm about half live. I'm paying for activities the other day. But that's the way it goes. It couldn't be helped. We had a little mishap here Wednesday night. The dishwasher went out, and, well, when things like that go on, you got to try to get it taken care of, and I certainly couldn't have done it without the help from some friends. Certainly couldn't have done it without the help from friends. Very appreciated, too. Obviously, Tam is very happy, I think. And it's quite nice. Quite nice. So, we've got some mics, we've got some bills. I see a barb, a pat, a crazy spider, which I'm not sure how. He must have been sitting on the wall just waiting or something. He beat Ohio Relic Hunter into the chat, at least on my end. Things show up differently for different people, I'm sure. That's why sometimes what I see on my end may be different than what everyone else sees on theirs. I know in terms of what I'm speaking of right now, actually, the chat moves the opposite direction for me. Than what it does for the other folks. So, I also see Scotty and Nelson and Paul and Chuck and, man, I can't keep track. There's a lot of, there's a lot of people in the chat. A lot of people in the chat. I'm not sure what brought that on. Welcome to Josh Good. That's a good name. Oh, alright. Well, hey, enough playing around. Welcome aboard to everyone that is in the chat, obviously. It's good to see everyone dropping in. Whether you're a regular listener, whether you're a new listener, obviously, we're here Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern is when we throw the switch and try to turn just mayhem and havoc into a little bit of coordinated chaos. And speaking of coordination was definitely the word for the day for this episode, so to speak. We were waiting patiently for, Frank in the house. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We were patiently waiting for Chuck to do his go live video before we dropped our link for the show. That way we could include the link to the go live in it. And see what happened, so to speak, or what didn't happen. And I say that in a joking way. In all reality, the live drawing for the Simplex raffle did happen. Everybody that watched the video saw exactly what happened. I'm not inferring in any way that there was not a name drawn. Chuck has that name, and he is the only one that knows that name. Well, maybe Bob does, but I have no knowledge of whose name came out of that bucket, out of the, I believe he said 160 names. I will say this. I will say this. Welcome aboard to Wendy. And Ed. I will say this, though. Classic I mean, to sum it up in a word, phenomenal. That was probably the coolest live draw cliffhanger that I've seen in a long time. Nowhere in that does he mention that we're announcing the winner in the Go Live. He just said we're drawing the ticket. So hopefully Chuck hasn't gotten a lot of hate mail about that. The ticket was drawn. The winner will be announced tonight on the show, and then I'm sure posted on Facebook somewhere. And likewise, our 1,000 likes giveaway on the Beyond Sight and Sound page, that winner, we used a random number generator, we assigned everyone numbers, and that winner was selected this afternoon as well. That winner will be announced tonight as well. And if that winner is a live listener in the chat tonight, not only do they win the American Silver Eagle coin, but they will also win a bonus item, which is a mystery kind of swag pack, we'll say. We're throwing in a few little odds and ends extras simply because they were a live listener to hear the announcement. So everybody that's listening, you may want to continue to hang in there and listen. It's gonna be interesting. I just hope whoever it was didn't happen to buy a ticket or two for the Simplex raffle as well. Because that's going to be interesting if we find out that the two winners are the same person. I don't know. I have no clue. Like I said, I don't know who the name is. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. And Chuck says he donated wait a minute here. Chuck says he did the draw and he donated and did not purchase any and did not enter. Never do on these types of contests. Yes, and likewise for those who may be wondering, no, my name will not be announced as a winner because I did not purchase any raffle tickets, period. I steered clear of that contest for, well, there's a few reasons, but I do see some of the names in the chat that are some, I'd just about swear they're carrying gold horseshoes or something, because they do seem to be very lucky people. So it'll be interesting tonight. Either way, links in the description. Obviously, first and foremost, our friends over at Shooters and Prospectors. Chuck Smalley, the man with the plan, the dealer of choice, and he's a multi-line dealer, folks. He's dealing in XP, Nokta Makro, Detector Pro, Garrett, Minelab, Dean Ricker covers, DetectEd shafts, ugly boxes. Gotta get your ugly on. And snake skins. Friends at Extreme Scoops, friends at DETECTEES.com. Ken, Mark, Darth Buddy doing a great job. TheRingFinders, the electrolysis boot camp links are in there. Strikers links are in there. There's Ohio Relic Hunter. Late, but here. The link to Chuck's Go Live video from this afternoon is also in the links. Let's see. Detected Outdoors on YouTube, Crazy Spider Adventures on YouTube, Metal Detecting NYC, Ohio Metal Detecting, all YouTube channels, XP Team USA, and hey, I think that pretty much covers it, or that's what we'll say anyway. That's what we'll say. For those that have been waiting for ugly boxes, the production. Frank's been working on them as he gets the parts. If anybody noticed the post, he had a batch of parts ordered a month ago that a week ago, I want to say a week ago, showed up 15 miles from his house, and since then, it's been bebopping all around the countryside. So, parts are on the way. Parts are on the way. Soon, more ugly boxes will be available for more people to purchase. I want to say, I believe Barb even got herself one. So finally, after, 3, maybe 4 years, telling her it's not that bad, it's not that complicated, it's easy. She watches the boot camp videos that we've been encouraging everyone to watch, and she's like, that's it. I gotta have one. I gotta have one. So apparently she built one. She got one. Frank built them. That's what got me sidetracked. I just seen it fly across my screen there that he says, we're building. Shipping every 3rd or 4th day. So they are coming, and if your dealer is out of them, just hold on. And, and Chuck says he still has one, if people are looking. So like I said, if your dealer does not have them, but they normally do, they do carry them, then obviously check with your dealer and see. Check with your dealer and see. You will... Oh, that's it. I gotta quit reading the chat. I'm gonna get lost in that. I'll be off onto another topic. Squirrel. But yes, if your dealer normally carries ugly boxes and they don't have them right now, give it a little bit of time, or give them a call, shoot them a PM. I know Chuck's always very receptive to answering questions like that. And ask them, when do you think you'll have them in? When do you think that they'll be there? I would like to order one. Same with many of the other things, because right now, supply is starting to dwindle for some dealers because of Corona. It is starting to open back up, but still, supplies may be in kind of a limited amount, and I'm sure the demand is high. Especially when it comes to things like the Simplex, the ugly boxes, the snake skins, many different things. Connecticut Todd in the house. Welcome aboard, Todd. He's been out and getting some nice finds. Good to see. Let's see if we can get him in. I think we've got him. We do. How's it going there? All right. You are, apparently you are the king of cliffhangers today.
Yeah, I am. I didn't get hate mail yet for making them wait, but all I said I was going to do a draw. I didn't say I was going to say anything.
That's right. And not only that, but you did make sure to point out to people who are watching and everything, still practicing being safe. You guys had your masks on in case those tickets were infected or something.
Have to do it. I'm supposed to here in our area of Illinois, all through the state. Actually, we still have an uptick in cases, especially Chicago, but actually in our county we've got a few more. So we were tagged as one of them that you have to wear them.
You know, that's kind of the way it is here in Ohio, too. I mean, they have started to open up, and they were saying, we're seeing a plateau, so we think it's safe to open up. And as soon as they announced that, before they formally opened, automatically the my county and the neighboring county, both cases have done nothing but climb since. We're up to, I don't know, I want to say like 30 cases in my county and another, probably another 30 or 35 in the neighboring county, 12 miles from us.
Well, we've got 570 right now, 570, but a lot of it was in a Tyson packing plant, and that was 80% of them. But that's dropping off, so we're hoping that this starts to clear up a little more.
Yes.
But anyway, getting back to the drawings, I'm going to draw for a snakeskin too out of that tub, and we'll send that snakeskin out to whoever may win that tonight. So have a little fun, and all this is kind of linked together. So it'll be done now in a little while.
Yeah, it sounds like we got us a few winners then tonight, because we're announcing the...
we'll make a winning night out of it. Beautiful weather. It was a beautiful day. Got a lot done, that kind of stuff. I didn't get out detected, but I got a lot done around here, and that's good. And supposed to be pretty nice yet tomorrow, but after that we're going to turn cold. I was going to go put our tomato plants in. And Jill said, don't do it yet. It's too early. Well, then I listened to the weather. They're talking frost on Thursday and Friday, getting pretty cool here. So,
that's crazy.
We'll wait that out.
Well, that's the way it is here, too. And really, the weather yesterday, beautiful weather. The weather today, beautiful weather. I probably should have tried to have gotten out, but I didn't. I'm still kind of paying for things, so to speak, from Friday. But hopefully we've still got a couple of nice days here before the 13th, where maybe I can get out a little bit.
Yeah. So, and I see Frank's on tonight. Our manufacturer of those ugly boxes with the copperhead technology. They do a heck of a job. Everybody's gotten them, is happy. Barb's yours on the way yet. You were giving me grief. It takes a while to get to Cordova. I think it takes a while to get down to Cullowhee, wherever you're at. They must be delivering by pony.
Right, down there in Booney land, they pipe in daylight and send the news 3 days late.
But
and if that poor
Frank's
horse...
reporting Jersey Shore, people are back out on it, but they're all being good. I saw some pictures of the West. Yeah, but I saw pictures of the beaches on the West Coast, and one of the towns was pretty packed up beach. But people were, it appeared, they had people wearing their masks and trying to do the best they could.
Yeah.
I mean, you get this kind of weather we got going on now, they are not going to stay inside.
Ain't happening.
And I listened to one guy complaining, and it was a radio show. He saw a bunch of bikers going by, and there were two people on a bike, and they weren't wearing masks. And the guy said, well, what do you mean two people? Yeah, a guy and a gal. I said, probably husband and wife. And they're going 60 miles an hour, and they're staggered down the road. They ain't hurting a thing. I mean, we're getting a little out of hand with this, folks.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's good to use some common sense, definitely, even though it is hard to come by. But some people are going a little overboard with it. Now, like Frank, he posted a photo of him and the group of guys that he was with on the beach, and they were all wearing masks. That's common sense. Good photo. Good photo.
But we had that when Bob showed up, and his wife. We were all masked up, and we stayed outside and stayed our distance, and that's the way you got to do it. That's the way we're going to do it.
Some of these people, though, that I see posting that they're all geared up, Corona won't get them. The only thing they're missing in the picture is a tinfoil hat.
Yes. But I've been seeing some great finds being posted, though. Let's talk about the positive side of this. Some people are really getting out getting some good stuff.
Oh, it's killing me. I want to get out and find some of that stuff that they're finding. They're doing great. They're killing it.
Yeah, I know it. I'm revisiting areas where I don't bother anybody and in some yards and that I can just go to. And I got some Indians. I got some silver yesterday, a couple rosies and a Merc, I think it was. And it was a good day for a little while and being out. And today was just drop dead gorgeous. But we got some running done, and Jill got some work done, and I made her up a nice meal. I had portobello mushroom sauce over chicken on fettuccine. It came out pretty good.
Oh, must have ate all them morels already, huh?
I've got more in the icebox. They're going to end up on the breakfast table tomorrow.
Oh, hey, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not at all. And it seems like, hopefully, with states starting to open back up, some of the areas that we may not have been able to get into because of the lockdown will start to open back up for us too. So that's some good news for the hunters out there.
Right.
I know around here.
I hope get things going. That one, what's the one with the pounds and pounds of silver on the beach?
Oh, East Coast Recovery and Research Association. They are.
Yeah. When is that
East
scheduled?
Coast Discovery. I want to say that's the beginning of May, possibly. 44 no. Yeah, no. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check the link myself.
Yeah, that's a lot of silver.
Yeah, 44 pounds.
Yeah. So, and there's some East Coast stuff that may be able to take off and go. There's one in Diggin, PA, isn't it, later in the year?
I believe so. I think the one that they're watching right now is whether or not Blackthorn is going to go on, which I think it is, but I'm not real sure. I have not been following that one real close. And the way it looks, with things starting to look up for us, it may be okay to say that Digstock probably will go on this year. There again,
where will that be?
Digstock will be up in New York.
New York. There you go.
I'm not sure if it's going to go on or not. There again, that's one that I don't necessarily follow. Just, I know I'm not going to make it there, so I haven't been keeping a real close eye on it.
There you go. So anyway, it's just about half an hour. I think we'll make the announcement here in a couple minutes. I want everybody to understand we thank you for entering, and it's all going into the hunt. Now, the hunt has been postponed, and we are still closed in Illinois till May 30th or beyond. They haven't said anything, and everything is going to be tighter than a drum and slow to get open. So that was the reason that hunt, our swing in the summer was postponed for a year till the same time period next year, second weekend in June. And all this will go into probably the ground. So that helps that out, so that'll buy more good stuff for you to find.
And I do have confirmation in the chat from Mark that the beach hunt has been canceled.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But Digstock is in October, so I would think unless we get a second wave of corona, hopefully it's still okay.
CT Todd put it in October. It will go. That's good.
Nice.
So we're all looking forward to everybody having good hunts and that, and I'm still booked up last week of September and first 8 days October to be in England over in Colchester.
And I'm hoping
we can get that pulled off.
I'm hoping I see another gold coin posted by Chuck.
No, I would love to do that again. I'd like to do a U.S. coin here this year. I've been digging those mid and low tones. I've found quite a collection of things couple things I have no idea what I dug. I've been trying to clean them up, and I still don't have an idea what I dug.
And it has been some time, well, a little bit of time since you've dug a U.S. gold coin. I mean, you did hit the gold coin over in England last year, but it was high time.
Let's see, 4 years since I've dug a U.S. So I'm looking. I'm on a hunt.
It's high time. You'll get yours before Bill or Barb gets theirs.
Yep, I'm looking for number 8. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go. Lucky number 8 would be fine.
That would be fine. So it's half past. It's a little past half past. So our winner drawing today.
Are we going to do the winner for the Simplex or the winner for the snakeskin first?
What do you want me to do? Let me get a ticket on the snakeskin here. Let me do some rousting around here and see if I can come up with, all right?
Just to aggravate them in the chat a little more.
Want me to aggravate them some more? They're going to hate me. Okay,
well, they're liable to hate me, too.
Snakeskin. And let's see, get it in the light here. It goes to Shirley Kuhn. She bought on the internet, and she's over in Iowa. I do know her. She got an 800 from me. So
so that'll fit her machine.
Yep, Shirley Hansen Kuhn. I know who she is. Internet. I will talk to be sure that we have the same one with Bob. He's got them all listed. She gets choice color on a snakeskin.
And speaking of which, apparently you are back in stock of snakeskins?
Yes, I am. I got a bunch in. Ronnie came through, got them to me. He got me the ugly boxes I needed, and Frank worked hard on getting them out, and Frank worked hard on getting the AC units for me and some other stuff, and I appreciate that, Frank. You do a good job. Right now, they quit sending things by mail. I was reading Frank's mail today. He's been tracking a package he got within sounded like 10, 15 miles of him, and then went out 300 and back 200, and he doesn't know where it's at now. It's just bouncing all over the East Coast.
Right, the way it sounds, at one point he probably would have been better off giving me a call and having him pick it up for him when it came through Ohio.
There you go. So, anyway, all right, you ready? I can't do a drum roll here. I'd love to do a drum roll. We pulled the ticket, blind draw, and the number doesn't mean anything. It's just a yellow ticket. It does have a number, but
nobody knows what their number
winner.
Uh-oh.
It went to a local winner, folks.
Did they buy local?
Tim Rushing.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. And I know he planked down a lot of bucks, and so did several others, but Mr. Tim Rushing in Moline, Illinois, won it.
Wow. Well, I'm sure he's going to be excited.
Yes, he's going to be excited. He's going to be excited. Congratulations to Tim, and I thank everybody that put in for it, and I wouldn't be surprised later in the fall we'll run another raffle on something, and I'm hoping that maybe it might be one of the new Garretts. No promise.
Ooh, nice.
You heard it here. I'm just hoping. No promise.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to hope. Fingers crossed. That sounds like that's going to be fun. But, hey, you know.
Spudge Mark's in there. He's already rubbing it raw on Barb. You didn't buy enough tickets. Oh, God. And Barb did.
She did buy quite a few from what I understand.
Yeah, and so did Tim and some of the other guys. So I did very well, and that money goes to the hunt. We thank you. And Barb, you know well ahead of time to schedule your vacation and be up here. And I'm going to offer Frank. Is Frank still online here, Frank?
I think he is.
Yeah, he says, yeah, Frank, you need to come out with Ronnie next year. So...
Well, I know.
You need to come to the hunt. You can talk about.
Were talking about it.
Yeah, I know they were, but I want to offer him, extend him a invitation to come out with Brother Ronnie and hang out. So for a few days, we'll put that together. We can set you up, and you can fry coins all weekend.
Oh, there you go. Real-time electrolysis booth.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Tell Ronnie, I'm going to stock up. I'll have. By that time, I'm hoping things break down in plenty of ugly boxes, and maybe you'll have another piece of new technology. I don't know. The man's always working on that.
Oh, I know. He's like a mad scientist out there in the coop. I'm interested in seeing how that second sight comes along.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
so
I
it's going to be interesting. I like his equipment. It's quality. It's well built. And I've learned to do a lot with it, and I've got some more stuff to work on. I'll just keep building that up until we get those nasty days down. I'd rather get out and do some hunting and get on the river. Actually, our river's dropping. I will get on some beaches and see if I can get a few rings here in the future. So that'll be fun.
You go. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm going to have to message Frank and see how he's coming along with that, because if he gets... whenever he gets ready to launch that, we'll have to get him back on the show again to talk about that, too. I'm sure he won't have an issue with that.
Yeah. So, and we'll find out about all that great stuff and see what he's got doing. But I'm reading the posting Nokta video on the hood of his truck. No.
Yeah, I'm reading some of the comments too, and happen to see where they're asking if Steve has a blonde wig for Detect America.
I'm holding my comments, period. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen next. That's like, we've told people before, you may want to follow the page, the YouTube channel, the main page on Spreaker for Beyond Sight and Sound, the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound group, because you never know where that next contest is going to pop up at. And
we're going to have, the guys run some good contests. They run some good contests, even though Frank has to instruct Steve on how to do it every week. But finally he used his phone, didn't he, Frank? But that was funny. And,
and I think Frank has said before, gee, imagine that. If you listen to me on how to do it, it works.
Yep. It's fun. Anyway, you got a drawing you're going to do?
Yeah, we did a drawing earlier this afternoon as well, while we were waiting for you to do your go live for the...
Yeah, we were running a little behind, about 15 minutes, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It went off.
Yeah, wasn't any problem there. And we actually mentioned, too, that if that lucky winner is listening live in the chat tonight, then not only do they get the Silver Eagle, but they'll get a kind of a bonus swag pack, a mystery box of items that we'll send out to them with the coin. And I'm not sure, but I think I saw them in here earlier. So hopefully they're still in here, because if they were in here earlier and they've left, well, they don't get the bonus prize.
Oh.
And I think, actually, when we did that draw, that come up to a number as well. It came up as number 26, which I want to say is out there somewhere in your neck of the country. And that number 26 actually translates to Mike Foreman.
Oh, Mike. Way to go. He's on here. I thought he was. I saw him on here earlier.
Well, maybe I should tell him he's got 90 seconds to comment in the chat.
I was going to do that on Tim and give him 5 seconds.
Well,
congrats, Mike.
Hopefully Mike is still
yes on there. You better tell him I'm here, Mike. He's on there, bud.
He's on there. I seen him.
Very cool.
Wow. Well, he definitely did well. Man, look at the chat fly. It's like a slot machine.
Yep. That's cool.
Ooh. Boy. So,
That's cool.
not only does Mike win the silver American Eagle coin, which is a very nice coin, I almost hate to part with that, but it's for good cause. He wins the bonus prize too, so that's very cool. He's going to have to get his shipping information to me.
There you go.
I believe we're friends on Facebook, and I could be wrong, but I think did he recently win a snakeskin that we gave away a while back?
I think he did. Mike, did you win a snakeskin?
So that'll be interesting.
He's shocked. He's not typing anything back to me.
Right, maybe he fell out of his chair.
Good have. Good have.
Or trying to hurry up and get into the chat to let people know he was here, he tripped and smacked himself on something.
Yes, he did get the skin. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, and that will be
one of those
his
guys
first...
goes around and says, I never win nothing, and then he wins everything?
I don't know, but he's definitely won tonight. He says that's his first silver eagle. That's definitely cool to see that that's his first. I'm sure that he will definitely enjoy getting a kick out of that. That is one of my favorite coins, simply because of the front design, because they mimic the Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool coin, though. That one is 2004, and we'll say that's uncirculated. It's a nice looking coin. He'll be pleased with that, and hopefully he'll be pleased with everything else that comes along with it. Hopefully he'll post up about it and let us know how everything went, because with the Postal Service lately, and you and Frank both can relate with that, things are kind of hit and miss on expected delivery dates.
Yep, and even a little bit, it seems like UPS has slowed down a little bit. Not a lot, but it has. And a couple things slowed up on me getting here where I normally see them. Well, one I see in a day, it's 2 days, and it can even be 3, and a couple others. And then the list that I'm getting from distribution and stuff is longer and longer of what they don't have and won't have for a while right now. And it's like same problem Frank's having. Getting things to him to get things built is getting tough. And the same way with Detectors. 400 and the 55th anniversary keeps running out. They're trying to stay up with that demand. And Nokta, Simplex Plus and WHP is running low or out at distribution. And just MindLab's list got longer and longer, and but some 6-inch coils and the Equinox series is staying right up there. But if you got dreams for some of the, I think the 540s out of stock and things like that, and certain pinpointers, and it just gets longer and longer. And a lot of us were stocking up ahead of time, and I'm not sitting too bad on a lot of things. I've got the Simplex, but I don't have it with just the dongle on it. I have wireless headphone units.
The wireless
I have
bundles.
800s and 600s and Profine 20s, but no Profine 35s. They sold out. The Garrett pinpointers are in good stock, things like that. 6-inch coils, 15-inch coils for the Equinox are good. E-Tracks are out of stock. That kind of stuff, you can't get your hands on them. If somebody wants an E-Track,
Gold
30s are in good
Monsters.
stock. Just if you're wanting a GP 7000, they're out of stock.
Gold Monsters.
Gold Monsters are gone right now. You can't get them.
Yep, they're they're as rare as hen's teeth right now.
Yeah, I know it. So it's just the way it is. Some things aren't getting in. They won't get out for a while. If things loosen up across the world, then we'll get back to normal, I hope.
Right, yeah. And I see apparently maybe Mike needs to change his name to Ed, because he is a lucky guy. Not only did he win the snakeskin recently that we had given away on the show here a while back, He won the Silver Eagle from the 1,000 Likes giveaway and the bonus prize since he was listening live, and recently won the Nokta Digger off of Detect America.
That's right. He's on a streak.
Yeah, he's doing a sweep. How did Tim manage to win that detector?
There you go. And looking at a post by Frank there, he likes the 540 on the beach. So
yes. He says that it's doing not too bad at all on the beach, which is good to hear. Good to hear, because you, realistically, at least I haven't anyway, heard a whole lot of talk about the Vanquish. It's like MineLab released it and then forgot about it.
Yeah, it doesn't get as much attention as maybe it should, and it's not a bad little unit. I've ran it some, but I haven't put hour after hour after hour on it, and I've been working with some other stuff, and I'm hearing some good reports from some of the guys out east, because their beaches are so iron infested. I've got to hunt on some of those beaches, and it can be a tough go if you're not set up and understand your machine well enough.
Absolutely, it can be. I mean, that if you call yourself a beach hunter and you haven't hunted the New England area beaches, the East Coast beaches, in terms of like Mass, New Jersey, areas like that, it's a different ball game. It really is.
Yep. I see Josh. River needs to go down so I can get in the water. It's getting closer, Josh. We only got about a 2 foot more drop to normal here, 2.5. So looking forward to see that, and it's slowly creeping down. Last of the winter runoff going by. So we gotta get out and hit some beaches ourselves.
And Frank also says the Simplex is operating quite smoothly on those mineralized beaches.
That's cool.
Yes, it is. Of course, cool. Speaking of Nokta Makro, not a bad job at all on that find with the cruiser the other day. Good job.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
I mean, you had to work for that one. That was deep.
Yeah, it was. Those machines get some fantastic depth, and they're very nice to operate. And Frank's saying there he ran the Simplex in the black wet sand. He got it nice and quiet. Did you find anything, Frank? That's the question. He said it's a little work. All the Noktas, you got to learn how to kind of set them up for certain situations.
Right, and there is an acclimation period on them. Especially when you're talking about like the cruiser or the amphibia, something that's a little more complex, where the Simplex is pretty straightforward. Right. I'm guessing though he did not find Steve's Pizza.
No. No.
Now,
I don't know if Frank gets Steve to do what he does by sending him pistachios or what.
I don't know. Talk about working for peanuts. Maybe he's sending him peanuts.
Oh, good golly.
Oh,
yeah,
but
they're a pair.
Yes,
of course, the other day, Frank and his wife, and then Lisa trying to get Ronnie to go. You guys need to have a lock on that guy's room where you're talking out, or just lock it off, shut the phone off, and talk.
Right. Get Ronnie all set up and tell him, there, it works. Don't touch it. Oh.
Yep.
But hey,
so anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. And we'll be doing some more stuff come through the summer. And hopefully have another detector raffle with I&I Club later in the year, and keep putting it in the till toward that hunt. We want to build that hunt up to where it's got some really dandy stuff out there. We were talking, I talked to him about, I ran the hunt for MineLab at Indiana Dunes,
Yes, you
And
did.
I talked them into putting silver dollars out, and we got nice silver dollars. These weren't culls, they weren't drilled, they were AU condition. Morgans.
They were nice, and that was 2014.
Yep. And man, I'm here to tell you, those people ate that up. They loved that. I found a Morgan.
Oh yeah, some of them found more
put
than
that
one.
Morgan
Believe
there.
me.
Well, I probably personally did it, but it's part of the hunt.
Oh yeah, and some of them found more than one.
Yeah, they did.
And
I went out after that hunt, tried to find something on that beach. You couldn't find anything.
That's what I was gonna say. We picked that beach clean.
Yes, you did. Yeah, and John White, I'll holler at you when I hit the river. It's not that far. Boat's going to probably come home sometime this week, and we'll get her all tuned up and in the water.
And with you living on the river like that, you're a river rat. How long do you expect it to be? Obviously, weather's going to play a factor, but about how much longer do you think it would be before you can hit those beaches?
Well, I was looking. We watched the lock and dam system. I watched it all the way up to number 1 at the Twin Cities, and they are not showing any more rise there. But there's a couple areas that are still giving some rise to river, whether it was rain or that. But it isn't going to substantiate anything for a big rise for us, and it will continue to drop. But they will also control that flow down for a little bit, so nobody gets inundated further south. So by mid-May, third week of May, if we haven't had some massive 10-inch rainfall, we'll be back to that 10.5-foot level in that area. And the beaches will all be up and out and that kind of stuff. I will travel up. Some of the better beaches are further north. You got to get up past Clinton, up to Savannah, Prairie du Chien. I like going up there, dropping in and hitting those little spots when the water's down. But that's usually August time when we're hitting that warmer, dry spell. But we haven't had that. Last year we were at flood stage for 109 days straight.
Yeah, exactly. And it was looking like this year was going to go the same way, the way we were taking on rain there for a while.
But right now it's been dry, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. Not dry, but we've had some showers. And I was talking with one of my farmer buddies, and I told him, I said, you guys are a little dry. He says, we've had showers. It's not bad. Everything's getting planted. That's the big thing. Last year, many fields out here never got planted. They were flooded all year.
Let's just be glad there's no monsoon.
That's right. So, and those guys, some of them took a pretty good hit last year, and that type of thing. So they're working hard. They're getting it in there. Of course, my 2 favorite fields to hunt, they're planted in corn. You don't even look cross-eyed at that. Don't step in that field.
Right. And you see Bill in there saying 10 inches of rain, you better get some floor jacks for your house, Chuck. But
yep.
you've
that happened in 1965. A 10-inch rain hit in the Dubuque, Iowa, up toward Prairie du Chien, while the river was at flood stage, and that set the record high all time on the Mississippi River down through here, and it caused massive flooding and dams to break, and that actually happened. And there's been one other time that we got hit with about a 7.5-inch rain to the north of us on the Wisconsin-Iowa upper area. Did the same thing. You can get a 5-inch or 5-foot bulge out of that so fast it makes your head spin coming out of the Wisconsin River and the Wapsipinicon and the Cedar River and all these other rivers that feed in up here. You get hit with massive rain through the area, it's got to go somewhere, and it comes here and then heads south.
But at least you've got some preventative measures in place.
Yes, we do. And this house has never flooded. I'd knock on wood.
Right. Yeah, no need for it to start.
No. So, but I like hunting that river and the old steamboat landings and the swim areas and things like that. And I get some silver, I get some rings, and then come up with a few relics here and there. I'm right on a steamboat landing here myself. You can go out there, I can take you out there, and we'll find elbows and chunks of copper, and we'll find gauges. Frank Juarez found a name plaque off a small packet steamer that out there, a brass one. He's got that all polished up. That's a heck of a relic find.
And plenty of aluminum globs.
Yep. Oh, yeah, by the thousands. They throw their beer cans in the fire. They go down to about a quarter-size aluminum nugget. And there's not a detector on the market that does not sound like a quarter.
Yeah, you can't discriminate them. All you can do is dig them and go, oh, I've been gotten again.
Yep. So, in Ohio Relic Hunter, are you on the Ohio River? I would take it to be that.
He's on the Muskegum.
Oh, Muskegum. That feeds the Ohio.
Yeah.
So, it's part of life on the river. You take the good with the bad. I get people that move out here. They're all excited to live on the river, and they'll come talk to me about it. I said, well, you got to realize a few things about this river. It isn't always that friendly. It floods. And if it gets low water and gets real slow, it has a little odor to it. And you will see bugs like you've never seen in your life, and you will see bugs that you don't even know if there's an ID for them.
Yeah,
in the wintertime when it freezes up, that wind rolling down that ice is colder than anywhere you've been, I swear.
Yeah, it definitely takes a particular type of person to live in that environment.
Yeah, I was born into it, and I wouldn't leave it. I love it. On the water as a kid, and all my life out there, and it's been a hoot. But you have to respect it, and
absolutely.
It's quite a good time on that water. When I grew up here, it was commercial fishermen, duck hunters, professional trappers, professional hunters. As a kid, I met these guys. They lived on the river all their life. Steamboat captains, Marquette Lancaster, one of them out of Albany, Illinois, that ran away at 14, jumped a steamboat, and traveled the river his whole life. I mean, these guys had stories to tell, and I would try to videotape some of these guys, and they wouldn't let me. I tried to document. They wouldn't let you document anything. And it's history lost, especially with Marquette. He traveled from one end of the river to the other on steam vessels before there were locks and dams as a kid. He was a wealth of knowledge for us.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you're not able to document that, and then that information is lost.
Yep, I'd have that camera set up. He'd come to Mom and Dad's. I'd be down there, and he said, don't you dare turn that on. And Dad feed him a few glasses of wine, and I'd try to sneak it on him. Nope. And he would tell some great history of this river. He saw a lot.
Right, absolutely.
So, well, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a fine night. Get out, do some detecting. Stay safe out there. Congratulations to our winners and everybody that's coming into the chat. That I see new names all the time, and it's a good thing. So
that's right.
Talk to you later, Josh.
Thanks for the call, Chuck. Good times.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Well, so we had a few winners there. Congratulations for the snakeskin winner and Tim on winning the Simplex, and Mike on winning the Silver Eagle and the bonus package as well, since we did see him in the chat there. Very, very cool. Like I mentioned, go ahead and PM me your information, Mike. That way we can get that package around and ready for you, and get a tracking number off to you so that you can kind of watch it bebop all around the country. Hopefully it doesn't, but we will try to get that to you in a timely fashion. Great call from Chuck as well. And obviously, for everyone else, we do hope that everyone is staying safe, practicing social distancing, and getting out there to enjoy the outdoors as much as they can be. Check out Detect America tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern when they do their go live. Who knows? Maybe Steve will have a blonde wig. I don't know. But one thing's for sure, you will definitely have yourself a few laughs. I can guarantee that. No doubt at all. As a matter of fact, recently, I believe maybe even last Monday, Tam had won a magnet, a refrigerator magnet, and some Detect America stickers that she had posted up that she had received and was very appreciative of that. So very, very cool. I think for everyone else, though, it was great to do the contests and the giveaways, and definitely great to see all of the participation and interaction, seeing the new people dropping into the chat and everyone having a great time with it. And we would once again like to say congratulations to those winners, and thanks to Chuck for all that he did with the Simplex giveaway, the Simplex raffle, the snakeskin giveaway, and all of that. He definitely does a great job with it. And very cool to see Mike win his first Silver Eagle and more. Man, he's a lucky, lucky guy. I don't know, we're gonna have to keep an eye on him. He seems to be making a clean sweep of things. I think we're going to get out of here too, though, so if you all enjoyed the show, make sure and throw us a like. You can follow us here on Spreaker, YouTube, iHeart, iTunes, Beyond Sight and Sound page on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, and that's Ohio Metal Detecting on YouTube. Yes, I know, I should probably just change the name to Beyond Sight and Sound. One of these days, maybe we will, but you never know where that next contest is going to pop up at. So, keep your eyes open. In the meantime, maintain social distancing, wear your mask up, stay safe, get out there and try to find something if you can and post up those photos. You know how we love to see them. We'll see at least some of you Monday, tomorrow, over in Detect America. And for everyone else, hey, join us there if you'd like. Don't join us if you don't like. That's fine. We'll see everyone else back here on the next one. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We're out of here.